The East London Mosque and London Muslim Centre archive holds significant collections documenting the history of one of the UK's oldest mosques and the Muslim community in East London. The archive spans the growth of the organisation from a fund to establish a mosque in London, to the first East London Mosque in East London, to the building of the purpose-built mosque and London Muslim Centre on Whitechapel Road. The collection documents the functions and activities of the mosque and centre with photographs, minutes, annual reports, marriage records, conversion records, correspondence during World War II and much more. I'm here at the East London Mosque and London Muslim Centre when an event will be taking place to launch their new online archive catalogue and reading room service. This will provide access to students, scholars and members of the public who are interested in knowing more about the East London Mosque, its history and archive material.
They will speak to our Muslim.
The ceremony was opened up with a welcome from the chair as well as trustees of the East London Mosque Trust.
It is likewise everybody coming together. It's like the bees coming together.
A documentary film was shown about the mosque, as well as a small exhibition of the story of the mosque on display.
Coming together to manage this place.
Amongst the dignitaries that attended and spoke at the event was former General Secretary of the Muslim Council of Britain, Dr. Mohammed Abdul Bari, Professor Humayun Ansari from Royal Holloway University, and Jeff James, who is the Chief Executive Officer of the National Archives in London. Both Sadiq Khan, the Shadow Minister for London, and Simon Hughes, Minister for Justice, also attended the event. He stated he was a lover of both history and London, so this project was right up his street.
Right vision libong valo literature na holi itikash dakatakto.
It appears that Bangla is a newfound interest for Simon Hughes, and he spoke as to why he thought the archives were important for London. Sadiq Khan interestingly gave his response to that.
Okay, can I begin by congratulating Simon for his fantastic Russian? Really was.
I caught up with Sadiq Khan, who told us how important such projects are for overall integration in London.
Well, for many of us, it's important to recognise the sacrifices previous generations made for us to have these fantastic facilities, but it also gives young people in particular a sense of belonging. We need to understand our history, understand we've been here for a while, but also recognise the contribution that our elder generation made. Poor people giving lots of money for a masjid, the work they do with women, with young people, training. It's really important we recognise the contribution we made. We are a quintessentially British thing now, Muslims, and it's important we celebrate that.
Elish McCarthy, the main project archivist, showed me some of the items from the collection, including a letter from the famous Quran translator Marmaduke Pickthall. One of the main missions of the East London Mosque is to promote a greater degree of tolerance and mutual understanding between the Muslim community and the wider community at large. And the Archives project here at the East London Mosque helps to contribute towards this. It celebrates its past glories and the achievements of the mosque and its wider narrative, as well as looking towards the future and the place of the Muslim community here in London. I'm Adama Munu, the East London Mosque, The Report.